I really care about writing and writers. I care about publishing and I care about books. And I really care about quality. And if you're a serious writer, you should too. So let's start with all the reasons why you shouldn't write a book at all. I want to start by taking a moment to consider why we write in the first place. When you think of yourself, do you just want to have your name on a book cover? Or do you want to be able to tell people that you've written a book? These are actually crappy reasons for writing a book. Do you think writing a book will make you rich and famous? Well, if you still think this, you really need to go back and view video number 1. This is not a good reason to write a book. Do you need to vent a bit? Do you need to tell the world about your personal angst? Not a good reason to write a book. Do you think writing a book might be a good way to improve your image as a credible business person? Well, this might be a good reason, but it might not be. Or do you truly believe you have a story to tell, something to say that only you can say? Do you have a burning desire to write, a passion for books, a passion for writing that you can't shake? Well, now we're talking about a real writer. Author Jeff Goins, who has actually written such bestsellers as Real Artists Don't Starve and The Art of Work, thinks there are many reasons you shouldn't write that book. I'm going to share with you some of his reasons to step away from that computer. First, if you can't describe the book clearly in one sentence, he says, don't write it. If you're trying to be a bestseller and make millions, well, we've talked about this before, not a good reason to write a book. If something significant or traumatic happened to you and you want it to matter to other people, don't write the book. If someone told you once that you should write a book, or even if a lot of people told you that you should write a book, don't write the book. If you were told that books make good business cards, Jeff says don't write a book. If you don't write every day, don't write a book. Well, Jeff knows what he's talking about, and you should go out and buy his books, actually. But if you don't want to listen to him, maybe you'll listen to me. Here are my reasons. If you're writing as a form of catharsis, trust me, no one wants to read your book. That's what personal, private, never published journals are for. Write about it, just don't share it with the rest of us. If you're angry about something, you shouldn't probably write a book about it. Well, maybe you should, eventually, after the anger subsides. If you've decided to write a book about something because some self-styled online writing guru told you the 10 magic ways to find out what people really want to read about, and that's what you should write about, step away. If you're not passionate about a topic, you should not write a book about it. If you aren't committed to continually work to improve your writing, you're not a writer anyway, so you shouldn't write a book. If you think it's going to be easy, just stop now. And if you spend more time talking to other people, other writers, other friends, other colleagues about writing than you do writing, then step away from the idea that you are a writer. Real writers write. Others talk about it. And if you don't read, for God's sake, stop writing right this minute. Well, so we've been through all of the reasons why you shouldn't write or maybe not publish your book, and you're still with me. And what if you think that none of those reasons applies to you? Well, if you're passionate about writing and you read regularly and you write regularly anyway, and you really think you have something to say, then you should go ahead and write that book. But before you do, you might want to listen to the rest of this video series. And like I always say, if you really want to be a writer, stop telling other people that and just write.